Hi, this is Tiffany Stuckey with ArtsAltoona Live. Thank you so much for joining us today here at the Altoona Mirror. Today we're pleased to welcome Ray Eckenrode, General Manager. Thank you so much for taking the time to
Glad to do it.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel on your YouTube and on ArtsAltoona Live on the Facebook page.
You can also like and subscribe to the Altoona Mirror.
There you go. So, Ray, to begin, the Altoona Mirror was recently honored in the Blair County Arts Hall of Fame celebration. Could you tell our audience a little bit more about that honor?
A huge honor for us. You're there with people who are creators, and that's an amazing thing to be in there with people who create art. The Mirror's role obviously is a little different, although we're getting into, and I know we're going to talk about, we're getting into more being arts producers here. But the Mirror's supported the arts community here for longer than I've been here in a couple of different ways. And the primary way is writing stories about it. Right. And now that we're on the other side producing shows, we know that guaranteed our second biggest ticket selling day after opening day is going to be the day the story appears in the Altoona Mirror. And that's the truth. So while print is endangered in a lot of big cities, print is still very strong in a small city like Altoona. And it will, when you look at relative strength, print is going to be around in Altoona for a long time, and that print really helps promote events. So the Mirror has been a big partner with a lot of the arts groups in promoting their events. We have Blair County Arts Foundation. We have a tremendous partnership with them right now. ACT. We will work with them on an event-by-event basis to promote some of their stuff. P&J Productions, we've been a partner with them from the beginning. So a big part of the newspaper's role is the promoting of the arts events. But more and more, the other part of what we do is in-kind is contributions, and that's normally in the form of advertising, where we help out people. And we have a program right now where we'll partner with just about anyone, any nonprofit arts group, to promote their event, and then they will donate a little chunk of their ticket sales. It's normally 50 cents a ticket, back to our holiday fundraiser. So it goes to charity. So basically, you get free ads for charity contribution, and we have that going with pretty much anyone right now. So those are our two main roles in the arts community. I think is writing about it, and then also helping with some of the ads.
Excellent. Now, could you give our audience a little bit of a background on the Altoona Mirror? It was started in the 1800s, correct? I didn't realize this whole history whenever I was researching this. So.
The Mirror, we printed our first edition in 1874, and it is the great-great-grandfather of one of our employees who's still here. Harry Slepp was the founder of the Mirror. His great-great-grandson, Dan, is still our circulation manager right now. And the paper transitioned from being a family-owned paper in the 80s to a corporate paper, and we're now sort of a quasi-ownership. We're owned by the Nutting family of Wheeling, West Virginia, so it's a big family ownership group now as compared to a single family. So certainly you're talking about, we're closing in on 150 years at some point here.
That's incredible.
And we feel like we've evolved with the community, but Altoona had two newspapers for quite a while, until the mid 19th century. There was the Evening Mirror, which evolved into the Mirror, and then there was a morning paper as well.
Excellent. Now, how has this newspaper changed over time, or newspaper in general?
Technology has the same way technology has forced everyone to change. A newspaper is and here's how we look at it here. For 100 years, the product here that they created every day was a newspaper, was something you could hold in your hand, a tangible item. That was our product. we don't consider that our product anymore. That's a method of delivery.
Okay.
Our product is news and information, and we deliver it and more entertainment. And we deliver it in a number of different ways to create audiences, and that's our product now. We create one audience for our print newspaper, similar but not exactly the same audience for our website.
Right.
Different audience on our social. Our community events, different audience. Now our altitude entertainment events, a whole different audience. Newspapers have had to change the way they look at their business. There was a time when people could advertise only in TV, radio, or newspaper.
Right.
So you made a newspaper, you put advertisement in it, and that was your business. And that was a very good business until the mid-1990s. This is still a very good business, but we have to look at it differently. We make and sell audience. The newspaper is still our biggest audience, but the Altoona Mirror as a brand, we've got 7 or 8 different audiences we can offer to advertisers.
That is wonderful. Thank you for that description. So, how does the Altoona Mirror currently focus or highlight the arts community? I know that the altitude entertainment is becoming a bigger part of things. So, could you describe that for our viewer?
The primary way we cover the arts now is usually in a Friday newspaper. We have a section, the Go section, and that has a very big arts and entertainment spin to it. That's where you'll read a preview about the opening of a museum exhibit or a play at the Mishler or things at local colleges. From a coverage point of view, that Go magazine is sort of our primary, not our only, but our primary way we cover it. But more and more, about 12 years ago, 2005, we began partnering with P&J Productions on stage shows. And that started out as us just helping with the advertising. And over the span of 12 years, Will Jones, who's a principal in P&J, and now, you know, I liked him so much I bought the company. We hired Will as part of our Altitude Entertainment with the idea that there is a real niche in Blair County to promote stage shows. Anything that involves a stage that's what we consider our Altitude Entertainment brand. But it works because we can partner it, we can interlap it with the power of the newspaper. When we announce Kenny Rogers in Altoona, we sell almost 1,500 tickets the first day because of the sort of the promotional engine that comes with the Mirror and Altitude as partners and so. We're very excited about it because we've done 2 national acts this year, Ron White, the comedian, and Kenny Rogers. Now those are both those acts are in Altoona's wheelhouse, and they both have been very, very successful. But we have visions for going beyond that, and we have a saying with Altitude: there are no bad acts, only bad deals. We like the fact we're putting acts in the Mishler or in the Jaffa that have not been there for 10 years. We want to put national acts in the Mishler because there's a whole level of those national acts that there are 700 seat acts that will fit there. There are great 400 seat acts. There are 7,000 seat acts that we would like to put somewhere in town eventually. We sort of have gotten into stage shows, which got us into concert promotion. It's a fascinating business. We think there's a niche for it in Altoona, and that's basically what Altitude is to the Altitude sort of to fill a niche we saw here that we thought could be served, and so far it's worked out.
Excellent. Now, can we focus on you just for a brief bit?
Brief would be my preference.
Just maybe, how did you get into journalism and the Altoona Mirror, and what made you choose Altoona and Blair County?
I'm from near here. I'm from up the mountain. I was born in Carrolltown, which is 20 miles up the mountain. always enjoyed writing. Probably for a weekly paper up there, I wrote Little League write-ups. They paid me like $5 a week when I was 13 or 14 years old. So I went to Penn State, degree in journalism, and started out editing a weekly paper up in Patton, a Union Press Courier, which does not exist as a standalone anymore. It merged with another weekly up there. But I started working at the Mirror. Neil Rudell hired me at the Mirror to cover football games for $25 in 1987. And I've done pretty much every job here since then. I came on as a full-time person in '92 here, and I was a copy editor, a reporter, copy editor, the city editor, assistant sports editor, managing editor, and then I became general manager of the Mirror as a whole in about 2004, 2005. And I've been doing, and it exposed me to a whole different side of the business side of the business now, the advertising side. My heart's still in journalism, and I still miss being in the newsroom when there's a big news story that breaks.
Right.
But the other side of the business is fascinating too.
Excellent. And what do you feel has been your biggest accomplishment, maybe here with the Altoona Mirror?
Every day is an accomplishment here. And it really makes this a unique business, is that we have to devote half of our energy every day to putting out tomorrow's product. Or, if we're talking digitally, to put out the next 5 minutes product, depending on what's going on. And sort of we have to split our energy between tomorrow's product and more long-term strategic thinking. So, if you're talking about what we're proudest of, over the past 3 or 4 years here, changing the thinking from, the newspaper as our product to we are an information and marketing company that builds audience in a lot of different ways, and sort of helping to drive that message down, and see us continue to thrive in a very challenging business time for any media company. I mean, so it's ongoing.
Right.
Tomorrow's paper is, and I think that's true for a lot of people in media. Tomorrow's paper is our greatest accomplishment because it means we're continuing to move forward.
Right. So final question, what does the future hold for the Altoona Mirror, looking down the road?
I wish I knew. I guarantee it'll be something that we're not exactly sure what it is right now, and you see that. In every business now, and how technology disrupts. But I know this, there will be, as long as we're producing unique, original, and useful content for our area. And I think this is a very different story if you sit down and say to someone, where's the New York Times or the Boston Globe going to be in 5 years versus where the Altoona Mirror is going to be. And it's all connected as well. But I think as long as we're producing useful content, and we keep an open mind about how that content is received, we'll continue to evolve as a useful and a profitable business that supports the community and supports a lot of jobs here. It's a lot of change, and we've become used to the fact that change is our life, disruption is our life, and putting a newspaper out every day I think helps you prepare for that, because you could have the entire newspaper ready to go at 9:45 p.m. and something can happen at 9:46 p.m. that has you ripping the whole thing up. And that's sort of a microcosm of I think I know where we'll be in 5 years, but it could change in 5 minutes.
Right. Well, thank you for all that you do for promoting the arts community.
Great.
We really appreciate
Thank
that. Now, audience, it's your turn to share. I hope that you will join in the discussion in a comment below. Did this video inspire you? Do you have a relevant story to share that will help our subscriber community in some way? If so, please let us know in the comments below. If you found today's video to be of interest, be sure to share with your friends and followers. And if you haven't yet had the opportunity, like I said in the beginning, please like this video and subscribe to our channel here and our Facebook page and the Altoona Mirror. Our Arts Altoona weekly newsletter has something for everyone in Blair County and in the region. And thank you for your part, audience, in assuring that everyone knows how amazing the Blair County community is and about the people and organizations like Ray and the Altoona Mirror that strive to make it that way. We hope to see you next time at Arts Altoona Live.